of out of control, honestly. We just bought the cheapest throttle response control module on Amazon. We wanted to do a GMC or a Chevy, but we could not find one new enough, so we ended up doing an F-150. Guys, this thing is weird. Not like Benji, he's cool. But I actually went to hook it up myself. I couldn't figure out how to get it installed, because you have to install this basically on the top of the accelerator of the gas pedal. You have to plug and play, but you got to get the old one off, reconnect it, so on and so forth, right? I actually drive one of my techs to come out here and do it for me, because I couldn't freaking get it. You had to get a little screwdriver. So it's kind of a pain, but we ended up doing it. We didn't have the truck completely shut off, so it threw a crap ton of codes, and he got to bring out a scan tool, clear it all. Basically, what you have to do is have this thing completely off, disconnect it, connect it, and then you have to power it on, not the truck itself, just the battery. So turn your ignition on, then you have to press the accelerator the whole way to the floor, and then release it, and then power on the truck, and she's good to go. And guys, this, just so you know, this is the Yebiko throttle response controller on Amazon. You can see right here, $39.79 is what it costs. I want to see exactly what this is like. This is a 2024 F-150 Lariat with a 3.5 EcoBoost. I want to see what it's all about. We sell the pedal monsters here by Banks. So Pedal Monster, I think there's a couple different names, but Banks Pedal Monster. We're putting those at $2,500, but those are like 500 bucks. So I'm like, hey, $40 option on Amazon. What can it do? The other thing that's super convenient here is this is the box it came in. These are the directions or instructions. There is nothing on here that actually gives you the name of what it is. There's nothing on here that actually says that it's the Yebiko throttle response. Actually, there's nothing on this box that even tells you what it is. So I actually had to go back to my Amazon history and figure out what the heck this thing was called. But anyhow, budget option here. Let's jump in this truck and drive it and see how it goes. I'm gonna turn the truck on, but this is our little module. All right, and I guess you can actually tape this somewhere if you want to. Let's make sure that no codes pop up, because there was some earlier. Yeah, there we go. Okay, everything's kind of slow. So yeah, no codes, and sounds wide open to me. This actually is what I wanted to see. This is where we can adjust our P29. These are the instructions. You can see you have to go to the base of the top of the gas pedal, and you have to wire this in, right? Basically, it's all plug and play, but some of these little clips can be a real pain. Okay, so this is going to be sport mode, is the P29. Yeah, very interested to see how this thing goes. Let's drive this thing and see what it's like. Whoa. And start spinning the tires out. So I know on the Banks, like we sell the Banks pedal monsters. Like I said, those are a couple $100. One of the big things in those is they have these cheaper pedal or throttle response modules don't have a safe mode in reverse. So one of the first things I want to do is see. Oh yeah, definitely spunky in reverse. $40 option. Oh yeah, she's like just a slight bit of throttle. She's definitely skipping the tires. So guys, this is in the sport mode, of course. Basically what these pedal or throttle response kits do, or modules, it's opening up your throttle the whole way, where normally in a truck or in a vehicle, they never open up the whole way. Like the actual throttle's not, like when it says wide open, when you have the pedal to the floor, like your initial acceleration, of course, it's not going to be opened up. This just helps that open up quicker. Pretty self-explanatory what it's actually doing, but on a lot of these trucks, you have some pedal lag, like in this 3.5 EcoBoost in this F-150, you have turbo lag because the turbos aren't spooling up. You know what I mean? It takes time for all that to happen so you can take off. Where this is really going to help you is that initial acceleration. The 60 to 80, not as much, but the 0 to 60, that's where you're going to feel this a lot. All right, let's see how this throttle response works in this bad boy. Let's take this thing up the road. Wow. So this is interesting because this is a turbo truck, so you still have turbo lag. Wow. Okay, yeah, so when those turbos engage, it still takes the turbo engaging to actually work. So it's not like it gives you anything more before the turbos engage. Oh, and that's so you cannot adjust this when you're driving, which makes sense, I guess. Okay, so P29 is the highest. So you can go down, but not up. That is weird. Yeah, Yeah, so it definitely gives you some spunk basically when your turbos engage in this F-150 EcoBoost. It would be, I'd be interested to really actually try this in a V8 because I know that, I think that would really be where you feel it. You notice a huge difference. But guys, the Yabaiko throttle response on Amazon for $40. I mean, so far, I'd be very curious. I mean, like granted, labeling's terrible, installation's not horrible. I mean, they're all gonna be about the same. You install them above your gas pedal, and this thing you can tape somewhere. All in all though, I mean, what I'd be curious too is seeing how long this actually holds up, if it messes with your electronics long term. Like if you do end up having electronical issues because this is messing with your systems. I'm sure that's why there's ones that are more expensive because the longevity is better, and this is just a cheapo Amazon product. So if you're buying a $60,000 truck like this, you may want to invest more money for that, you know, assurance, where if you have a $20,000 truck, probably not as big of a deal. We're gonna get this thing on the highway. I want to put this truck in the sport mode. But it's interesting, guys, these pedal commanders or the throttle response. I've driven like the 2500 diesels, which those are turbocharged trucks, turbocharged diesel engines, and I've really noticed the difference using a Banks pedal monster on those trucks, specifically the GMs, for the pedal lag, and it's more just basically instant power. You have power a lot quicker. So again, this is the first time I've actually tried it on an F-150 on a 1500 truck, and I can tell you so far, I can't say there's enough of a difference for me to want to justify buying, even though this is only 40 bucks. Again, I want to kind of see if I can get it under hard acceleration here, so let's see. Like, it's kind of out of control, honestly. It's all or nothing. Honestly, guys, on this F-150, I would say it still has lag time in getting up to speed. When it gets those turbos engaged with the extra flow, it almost gets out of control. That's where I'd wonder, trying a quality one on a truck like this, what you'd actually notice. Yeah, guys, the Yabaiko throttle response kit off Amazon, $39.97. Not bad, not that great. I can't say that I noticed enough of an enjoyable difference. If anything, it's kind of annoying because acceleration just kind of gets out of control. I don't get instant power. Interesting, guys. I'd be curious to see if any of you guys have tried these things. I wanted to get one of these, trial it, see what it's actually all about, and I'll be completely honest, if it was me giving you advice, I'd say don't waste your money. I don't think it's worth it, and the potential risk of what it could be doing to your truck, I can't say I'm a fan of that. Yeah, again, if I drove it and I was like, this is sweet, this really actually improves, you know, the acceleration on my truck, I'd be all about it, but I can't say enough of a difference, guys. Trialed this Yabaiko throttle response on the 24 F-150 Lariat, and yeah, guys, that's the scoop on that. It's on Amazon if you want to go buy it. Check it out, see what you guys think. Thank you for watching. Again, friends don't let friends buy anything without watching a Mark Martin Motors review video. We appreciate each of you guys. Be sure to hit subscribe for more content.